Alright, hi YouTube. I'm coming on to do my 15-week and 5-day pregnancy vlog. So I'm in week 15 by my last menstrual period. But by baby's measurements at my NT scan, I was 3 days ahead. So the baby size is 16 weeks and 1 day. I guess those could be off. Actually, after I got pregnant, I was researching ultrasounds because I wasn't sure if the baby had a heartbeat. I kept going to the emergency room. If you guys remember, I went to the emergency room twice and had ultrasounds there. And the first time I was 3 weeks, 6 days, 4 weeks pregnant, and they saw nothing on the ultrasound and told me I had miscarried. And then the second time I went was like 2 weeks later, so I was about 6 weeks pregnant, and they saw something, but they couldn't tell me that they saw something, just like the report said they saw a decidual mass, and it didn't say there was a heartbeat or anything. So I spent the next 2 weeks looking for a place to I spent the next 2 weeks hoping that my OBGYN would give me an ultrasound, but she wouldn't. So again, I ended up having to go to a free place to get my ultrasound and dating scan, and they measured me at 8 weeks and 4 days, the baby's size. But I looked at the way he measured the baby, and it seemed off. And so he said, no, he's not changing my due date, because if the baby was 1 day off, they should have changed my due date to January 15th. He said, no, your due date is January 14th. We're not going to change that, and the baby's measuring right on schedule. So at the NT scan, I was really surprised when the baby was measuring 3 days ahead. But my research during those times when I wanted to, when I was researching ultrasounds, I wanted to get one, they said ultrasounds could be off by 3 weeks, either 3 weeks ahead or 3 weeks behind. So it's nothing to freak out about. So baby's measuring 3 days ahead, and so the baby is a lot bigger, and I don't know the gender yet. The baby's a lot bigger than just 15 weeks and 5 days. So that's my long explanation on that one. Let's see, things have changed. I definitely popped. I am showing, like, I'm already a big girl, like, plus size, but there is no way to hide this baby, like, absolutely no way. I've been trying to wear black, but then I noticed that my stomach, it's just, there's no way to hide this. And then, as the days go on, I'm showing even more, and no one's asking me, like, out in public if I'm pregnant, but I'm taking pictures, posting them on Facebook, and people are like, yeah, you've definitely popped. And along with popping, because popping means showing, along with beginning to show, at 13 weeks, I'm going by last menstrual period, so when I say 13 weeks and 6 days, I felt the baby move, and the baby kicked me while I was in the middle of a conversation with my sister here at my house. The baby kicked me in my belly button, and I totally was like, what was that? Like, I thought there was an earthquake. I'm in California, so I thought there was an earthquake. No, it was the baby, and I've been feeling the baby ever since then. And the baby, before 13 weeks and 6 days, I was feeling flutters since 9 weeks pregnant. And I go on to these, like, pregnancy groups, and they're always like, oh, first time moms, you're not going to feel the baby move until you're 24 weeks, and you're not going to start showing so you're 28 weeks, and it just takes a long time. No, not my kid. Oh no, I started showing at 11 weeks. I started feeling flutters at 9 weeks and started feeling kicks at 13. And this is my first baby. I've never been pregnant like this. So yeah, that's exciting. So I've been feeling the baby move, and the baby, it's like mostly just little jabs, and they say popcorn, like some people describe baby kicks this early as like popcorn, like, popping, and how it hits I don't know, any of you guys use the air popper? I love air popcorn. I actually want to buy another popping machine because I've been craving popcorn. And so it pops and it hits the top. Well, the baby's kick is like the top would be your stomach. So yeah, so I've been feeling the little popping. But recently, it feels like there's a little fish swimming inside my stomach. And if you've ever taken a fish, and I had a lot of goldfish when I was younger, you take a fish and you put it inside your hand and you hold it like that and it starts flopping. That's what it feels like inside my stomach as well. But it didn't start out as kicks, and these are just the tiniest kicks. Like, the baby's the size of an orange. but these are like the tiniest little pokes and prods, and I could feel swimming. So the fishy swimming thing feeling was uh this week 15 weeks, and then last week was mostly 14 weeks, was mostly just like pops. And so what began between the flutters and the kick was swirling motion in my stomach, like something was rotating. And people, again with these pregnancy words, it's gas. But why is it on my left side? Why is it in one tiny spot? And why am I feeling it when I'm not moving? Like, that's, if I have gas, I don't have a gallbladder. I don't know if I ever recorded videos of during the time when I was going to get my gallbladder removed. So, gas, I know what gas feels like. I know what trapped gas feels like. This isn't trapped gas. That's you're human. It's your baby inside your tummy. And so I was feeling the swirling and swooshing motion. And that was, okay, so 12 weeks. And then the actual kick happened in 13 weeks. So, yeah, it's been, baby's pretty active. And which is, like, that's good. Like, all my ultrasounds, the baby won't sit still. Oh, so I've seen the baby twice. But I've had 4 ultrasounds. 2 at the ER. 1 at that free place. And then another one at my maternal fetal medicine doctor, which is where I had the NT scan. So, yeah. And, after the NT scan, I took my 3-hour glucose test on July 20th. Yeah, so last Monday. It was exhausting. I had 2 hours of sleep before, and I was so nervous that I would miss it because my OB's office said to get there you have to be there at 8 a.m. They give you the stuff, and you're out by 11. They were telling me there's a set time. But the blood testing place I went to, you could have showed up anytime, just before they close. And so I'm just like, oh, but it was better that I got there at 8 a.m. The place filled up. Like, you go, as soon as I got there, they took my blood. Then I got blood taken again at 9, then at 10, and at 11. So they're 4 blood, but you're only doing 3 hours after you drink the syrup stuff, which is, it was so gross. After I drank the syrup stuff. So, between the 9 and 10 o'clock hour, the place filled up so fast that I had nowhere to sit. And there were old folks standing, while, like, all these younger people, I would say able-bodied, but who knows, what they're suffering with. And they won't move, and I had to stand, but then they were telling me, oh, no, you haven't eaten, because to take the glucose test, you have to fast, which was the hardest. I couldn't take my glucose test earlier than last week when I was 14 weeks, because prior to being 14 weeks, if I tried not to eat for 2 hours, it wasn't going to happen. I was violently ill. Just every single time. So, finally, I worked it up to where I got my diclegis, anti-nausea medicine. And so at 10, I had my last meal like the OB told me at 10 p.m. Sunday night, I had my last meal. And around 3 a.m., I took the diclegis. And that lasted in my system until, throughout the test. So I didn't get sick when I was hungry. So, yeah. And I got the results the next day because I was calling for my NT scan results. And my NT scan only had partial results, but everything was negative. So that means for downs and trisomies, negative for the blood portion. Or it might have been the ultrasound portion was negative. But I'm not sure. They said I just got a letter in the mail today that I'm needing to go in for my second trimester screening, which is blood work again. So yeah, definitely having a lot of, I'm opting for these tests because I've never been pregnant before, and I need to know, like, if something's wrong with the baby, not that I abort, some people choose to do that, but not that I'd abort or anything, but I just want to be prepared for whatever could be wrong. Like, I like to be up on that stuff, and so I could do the research and all that. And so it was negative, baby's fine, and I passed my 3-hour glucose test, so no gestational diabetes as of now. They'll probably have me test again. I think there's another gestational GD screening 3-hour I have to do when I'm 28 weeks maybe, and when you're in the second trimester, because let me do the 1 hour and it didn't pass. So yeah, And I'm not on metformin. I'm not on anything that would help the insulin resistance that I have, so that's even better. I've been posting pictures of my growing bump on social media, which is so much fun because I prayed for this baby for so long. But I've been having drama with the baby's father, and I had an Instagram account, and I'm not sure. I had an Instagram account where I'm friends with a lot of women due in January, and a lot of women with PCOS and all that. So I was using the Instagram for, PCOS awareness, and then got into the pregnancy stuff. But the drama that I'm having with him, I'm being stalked over on Instagram only, not on Facebook or anything. Just on Instagram. I didn't really want to talk about it, but it's just like, he's not settled in his life yet, and neither am I really, because, right now, still looking for work. Actually, we'll get into the work thing later, but he's not settled, and he's still wanting to party, and he's still wanting to live that lifestyle where, you're drinking and smoking weed every single day, or mostly smoking weed every single day. And there's one particular person, and it's a woman that he's like around, and I guess she feels like, since he's been wasting her life for the past, she says, 5 years. I don't know about him because he's 6 years younger than me. Oh, 5 years younger than me. So, and I'm 27, so just do the math there. He's 5 years younger. So she's been saying he's been wasting her life for the last 5 years, and she's younger than him. And so I've had to remove myself from high school drama. I'm just going to say it that way. It's high school drama. And I'm pregnant now, and I want my baby to have a sense of normalcy. Like, mom's not going to be on social media threatening other women to beat up other women over your dad. Like, I can't. It's not mature. It's not mature. It's not going anywhere. He's not settled. He's not ready to settle down. And I'm ready for this baby. Like, that's it. And I want to be harassed. I don't want to be harassed because he can't get it together. It's not it's not my issue. And so I had to go ahead and deactivate my Instagram or disable it or whatever. And I can't be on it, but I loved it. So, like, Facebook is safe. I'm safe on Facebook. I know how to do, like, little blocking stuff on there. But it's just, like, it just, no. So the baby's father isn't really going to be involved, but my family, I have the fullest support from my parents, from all my siblings, because I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, and their spouses and their partners. They're all supporting me. All my nieces and nephews, I have a bunch. I have so many nieces, and they're all excited about this new baby. My entire family is supportive. I am not alone in this, so that's like the one blessing. So I'm not going to be dealing with high school drama. This pregnancy is my first. I had to wait till I was 27 to get pregnant, and I'm not going to waste this pregnancy because who knows if I'll get another chance dealing with high school stuff. So, no more Instagram. If you guys anyone's friends with me on there, that's why I'm not on there anymore. I can't deal with it. And, for my situation with work, I've been going to temp agencies. There was one job with the charter school, and I need to go take the paraprofessional exam because you need 48 college units to be accepted for the job, and I just have 42. So anyway, yeah, I'm just off by like 7:40. So I'm off by 6. So I'm already taking more classes this semester anyway online because I'm in college still, but I'm not taking on-campus classes because they're telling me that I'm going to probably be induced in December just because or whatever. So December is when you have all your finals for your classes that you take in the fall. So I just want to be able to do that online. I don't want to miss anything because I'm in the hospital and stuff like that. And then also with getting a job, I have to seriously think about how I'll explain needing maternity leave. So yeah, it'll all be worked out, but I'm working with temp agencies, and I'm going to do the exam for this after school program job here. And so like things are moving forward. Like I'm focused more on bettering my life and not on chasing people who don't want to be doing the right thing right now. So things will change in the future. Not saying they won't, because nothing's set in stone. Things change every day. But just for right now, I'm enjoying the pregnancy. My next ultrasound for sure is August 20th, and I'll be 19 weeks, so I'll be able to find out the gender then. I do not have a gender preference. I've noticed that a lot of people do. I would love a boy, and I would love a girl. It doesn't matter. I think this is a girl, actually, quite actually. And if it is, that's fine. The baby's loved. That's it. Just loved. And so there's my update. It's running long, but just had to get like a lot of stuff off my chest, a lot of the drama, and that I can't deal with. So yeah, that's about it. And baby's fine, moving around, very active. Not sure. Like I know my last video when I recorded a live video, I was like 12 weeks and some days. So one needs to update because it's been about 3 weeks since then. Anyway, here's my update, and hopefully I don't scare anybody off, but that's my life, and here we are, 15 weeks, and we're going to head right into third trimesters I'll be in the third trimester by October, so not that far off. It's almost August.